Hello, welcome to Happy Time Podcast with Gail Coot. Today our podcast is going to be about relationships and dating. We are going to be talking to a young lady in Riverdale by the name of Nicki, and she's a single mom, and we're talking about dating during COVID. So sit back and enjoy the call.
Hello.
Hello, hey, Nicki. This is Gail from Happy Time Podcast with Gail Coot. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm great. You know, girl, I'm calling you about dating. You know, being single and dating during COVID and dating during 2020 and 2021.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot to say.
That was a very interesting thing.
Yes. So tell me about it.
It was really hard to do because, you know, you don't want anybody to really be too close to you during that time because of COVID. You know, you don't want to get anything. And so that made it really difficult. So when you did, you don't want nobody that just with mask on, because, you know, you don't want to hurt you with mask on. So, you know, you kind of have to, you know, be careful, maybe take some tests and stuff beforehand, before you can even really see somebody during that time.
Tell me something.
You know, kind of made it happen.
Tell me something with the mask. This is one of the questions I have. When you're single and dating during COVID, and they have their mask on, right? How do you politely tell them to take that mask down? Because if somebody kind of look like a little funny or like Magilla or Gorilla or something like that and they got a mask on, how would you know? You know?
Well, you know what? I really didn't try to date any new people during that time. You know, I know a lot of people, so the people I know, I just, you know, talk to them kind of somewhat. Not really. I didn't date much during COVID. You know, because you can't, so you're right. So a lot of times once you put your mask off, you get scared.
Happy time. Happy time over. Girl, I'm telling you, bugaboo eyes is real. I'm telling you, it's real. It's very real. And I know a lot of people that came up against something like that. They met someone in the grocery store, because one of my friends told me that the men were going to Walmart to meet people because, you know, we was locked down and the only thing was open was the grocery stores and stuff. But you still have a mask on.
Exactly. And, you know, you can't really trust, because somebody tried to just start talking to me, and I'm like, how do you know how I look? You know, and they like, those eyes, those big old pretty eyes. But I could look like anything. I could be checked up under this mask.
You could be missing 15 teeth.
Exactly.
Happy time over. I'm telling you.
You know, they was willing to take the chance, but I wasn't.
I know, right? They quick to take their mask down during COVID just to meet a woman. I know. I went through it. You know, so tell me this: when you're dating, right, and you're saying you're dating during COVID, because things are still, you know, up and out with this new variant and stuff like that. So, but everything is opening back up. What do you feel as a single woman dating when all these numbers are still so crazy?
Well, you know what? In a way, it's almost like you don't want to date, period. Just stay to yourself a little bit longer, because of the fact you don't want to catch. And I know a lot of people, you know, that everybody take a shot. And, you know, most of the people I have seen have already been vaccinated. But I don't really trust the vaccination either, so. You know, I hadn't taken it, so I don't trust it. You know, even though they might have, I don't trust it. So I continue to wear my mask.
Right. Okay. All right. So with the dating thing and by not being vaccinated, but then the other person may be vaccinated, that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. And you say you're not going to take the vaccination shot?
I don't think so. Not at this moment. I don't feel like I haven't been moved that I need to take it at the moment, even though I know it's out there, and I know everybody, saying, well, okay, well, we need to take it and everything. But it's just, and it's just my opinion. It's some of the people have pushed it. Governments have pushed the urgency of it so much that they're giving out millions of dollars and stuff, and I'm just not really feeling that. And so, and right now, it's just for me personally. My body personally, I've never taken a flu shot before or anything else. I'm just not ready to put that extra foreign stuff in my body yet.
Oh, gotcha. So, if they made it mandatory, would you take it?
I might be out of job. So.
Wow, that's
right
deep,
now.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that's a little off subject, but I'm like, because when you said the vaccination shot and that you didn't take it, and then say, for instance, his name is Tom, and Tom is vaccinated, but you're not vaccinated. You think that's a deal breaker for Tom, or what? Have you ran into anybody?
Yes, I have. But you know what? That's not a deal breaker for. And besides, you know what? Right now, we've been locked up so long that Tom, if he has the opportunity to maybe get close to somebody and to get a couple of squeezes and stuff, he's willing to take that chance.
Tom gonna have sex without the vaccination shot. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah, Tom gonna do it. He don't take that chance.
That's incredible. You right though. They don't care. They don't care, but that's bad. But
no,
they don't care. They don't care.
They don't care. They haven't had it. You haven't had it. They don't care. But if you have it and you don't have any symptoms, they don't care.
Girl, you know what I just thought about? They don't have protections on either head. You understand me? They be trying both things. Yeah, we got to put a stop to that. We got to put a stop to that. It's called protect yourself, brother. You got that part what I said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I just snuck that in there.
Exactly.
I snuck that in there.
Yeah, you got to think of one of them. At least use one of them for thinking.
So tell me this, Nicki. When dating, well, most of the people that I've been meeting and most people you've been meeting been online, right?
Well, not in the past, not recently, but yes, I've met several online, yes.
Well, tell me this. When you used to online date, what was one of the things, if you could change it, if you owned an online company, which is making millions of dollars off of our emotional thoughts, if you was a person and you own an online dating site, what would be one of the things that, if you could change, what would you change?
Oh, wow. I never thought of that before. I would change the fact that, you have to pay before you can communicate. I think, you may be able to communicate at least a couple of times without paying. But I understand why they doing it, because if you do, get the telephone number and stuff, why pay? So, but, or either, some of them are very expensive. But then I found that the more expensive one, a lot of times you have a better quality of people.
Girl, you are so right.
Sometimes.
No, you're right. The free sites, you might get a guy that don't even have a debit card or a credit card. So no, I would.
Or a job.
Or a job, or a car, stay with his mama, he's 55. Anything. Yeah, I'm telling you. So the Second Timothy man is real. It's very real. I be trying to tell people, but ain't nobody listening. So it's like you meeting people where if they on a free site, you don't know if they have anything to do with stability or credit. You don't know if they have any means of taking care of themselves. And
exactly.
Yeah, really, for real. You don't know if they staying home all day and just being online trying to find a woman or a man that can take care of them.
Exactly. And also with the free sites too, they could create 5, 10 profiles because they're not paying for it, so they could be all these different people.
Right. Because the
So you
email is
don't
free.
know
Yeah.
exactly. So you don't know who you're talking to. They could be a millionaire on one of them. They could be somebody else in a different one. And, if they don't like, if they get mad if somebody starts contacting that they don't like, they just go to the next one. So you just don't, they could just live their fantasy like that. So.
Well,
So that way, that's why I said, go, at least pay, if you're going to do it, pay for it.
Yeah, and pay at least $100 or more. You'll get a better quality person. At least somebody that's kind of at your standards. So I have another question. That dating and the guys, Nicki, they want sex on the first date. I mean, I need somebody to help me with that one.
Yes, that's very true. Unfortunately, they don't want to be patient, and they feel if they go out with you, if they take you out and they spend a little money on you, that's what they're supposed to get, just because they spend a little money on you. But whatever happened to like chivalry or something like that, being a gentleman, taking a woman out and maybe just spending a little money, and then sometimes, why not take you away to the second date? If you really truly want this person, what happens to patience? Unless you try to get as many people if you want to, you could do a lot better if you waited the second time or the third time. I mean, you might not get it the second time either, but you have a better chance than trying to do everything all in one night, take them out, get it, and everything else. So I said, no. They shouldn't, but that's what some people are dating for. That's what they're on the site for. They're for sex. But, it's just not the men. Women are doing it too.
I know.
But the thing is, at least they want to take you out. If some of them on that one don't even want to take you out.
Well, I think that what happened kind of during COVID with online dating, a lot of the men and the women were meeting at each other's houses. You know what I mean? And I think now the men have got used to a woman coming to their house on the first date, and they wine and dine them and bed them at the same night, and then jump to the next one.
Exactly.
So and yeah, exactly. And if I get enough women to call in, I bet you they'll be saying the same thing. Women that date, single dating, meet somebody at the bank, meet them at QT, or just online dating. That things, the dynamics have changed. The men want you they blow on you. They want you to open your legs. So it's like basically that's it. And then they get an attitude.
Oh yeah,
they get an attitude.
If you don't want to do it,
yeah, they get an attitude. You don't want to do it. Like they don't value you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't. I had someone tell me that I need to. For the first meeting, they wanted me to come to their house, and I'm like, no. And that was before COVID. I said, no, I don't really feel comfortable. I don't know you. You could be an ex-murderer or something. And I said, let's meet at McDonald's or something. You get a cup of sweet tea or a soda and just sit down and talk. And he was saying, I don't spend any money on women. And I was like, oh, huh?
You see that?
And I'm like, I'm talking about $1 tea. It doesn't matter. I don't spend any money on women. And so, I said, so why do you want me to come to you? Think I'm going to come to your house and screw you? And I don't even know you? No. And then he went what this other woman did, and this older woman did, and she did. I'm like, I'm not her. And, I said, well, she just came there to use you. Just like she's trying to use me. So, no. I said, she must want it more than you wanted it.
Incredible. But I know you're telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, too, if we as women close them doors, put a clink, 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 value yourself. Because they can't do it if you don't open your legs. They just can't do it. You go meet a man. I don't care if you meet him at his house or wherever. Clink, clink, or sue his butt if he tries something. You know, make sure you go with somebody, make sure you own the house and you're not renting. I'm sorry. Girl, my mind just think like that sometimes. No, they need to stop. It needs to stop. You know, it really does. Because it's not good. And then what we gonna teach our daughters? If this is what's happening. You know, then the fathers that's doing this, of course the son's gonna do it. And then your little girl, she don't value herself as a woman. You know, my mama said what's happening today is you just blowing the women and they open their legs. And she said when they were young and dating, that the young man had to come and have a gift for her father. Okay? And then one of her brothers or one of her sisters had to get in the car with them and go out with them. So that means it wasn't gonna be no sex or anything that night. So we done came so far as a people, but in certain in certain things we have really went backwards. We really have. You know, you got a mama and a daddy that trying to raise their child right. But then once they get out there and go to college and start meeting people and stuff like that, they run into this thing that can change their life. Having sex with a man you don't know. Having sex just...
College, high school.
Right. And he don't want to wear a condom. He don't want to wear a condom, okay? And then that young girl could get pregnant. The whole dynamics of her life has changed. She done had sex with a man and got a baby for a man that don't even want her. It was just a one-night stand. Girl, you better ask somebody. I'm here to tell you, put a clink on it. Stop. Just stop.
Exactly.
Go out with them and value yourself. If you want to go Dutch, which I only heard about Dutch when I got to Georgia, girl. I never heard about Dutch. I never heard Dutch until I got here. From Miami to LA to Atlanta, I learned about Dutch when I got to Atlanta. Nobody never came to me with it. But I've heard women, because I'm a hairstylist, I've heard women say, well, they went Dutch. I say, well, what's Dutch? Well, he pay his meal and you pay your meal. I say, really? Like you take your car, he takes his car. So, you know, nobody's using each other's gas or anything like that. But, girl, they still want to go home and screw.
Exactly.
Yeah, that thing's serious and it's real. It is very real. Anybody listening to this podcast that does that, stop. S-T-O-P. Stop. Because it's not fair. You won't want your kid to go through that. You won't want your child or your daughter or your son, you won't want them to go through that. You know, really, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. That's not something you want to teach. Oh, yeah, go out with a woman the first time, spend $50 on her, and then, you know, do something with her, and then go to the next woman. You know, that's not right. That's not fair. You know, but that's where we going. That's where we headed.
No, we're there now.
We're there, right?
Yeah, we're there.
You better ask somebody.
We're already there.
You better ask somebody. I'm telling you. You know, so whichever way this gonna end up, I don't know. But one thing, I love men, and I know how to put them in their place. So I would tell women, yeah, for real, say no. I'm a big girl. I don't see nobody doing. You know, hey, it is what it is. But I would tell women to just stop, think a moment. Think about if they got kids or they got daughters. Think a moment. You can't let a man, you need Pampers, you need milk, and you can let a man come to your house, get wine, you feed him, you have sex with him, and he leave, and you know you got to go find money for milk the next day. Stop. Stop. Don't do it. They didn't do it. Our forefathers didn't do it. Don't do it. You know, just don't do it. Stop. I'm tired of people saying what we can't do. How about what we can do? And as a woman, you can put the value back in yourself by keeping your legs closed on the first date.
We have the power.
All right. Yeah, you know we do, girl. Cities was built on us. You better stop and ask somebody.
They can't live without it. They might try it.
I know, right? I know, right? Nicki, I tell you, it's always been lovely talking with you. It's been a pleasure knowing you for how many years, Nicki?
About 20 now.
About 20 years, girl. That's a long time to be doing a sister hair.
Yes, it is.
I know things about you your man don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Well, thank you, Nicki, so much for calling. And we'll be talking later.
Oh, you're so welcome. And you have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you. You too. Okay, bye. Oh, wow, that was a great call. Anyway, my message today is be kind, be nice. Bless someone you normally wouldn't bless. Love each other. Spread joy and peace. You remember the Sunflower Girls from the 70s? Peace and love, togetherness. This is where we are. Repeatedly. Until the next podcast, take care.